Hello, my lovely friends. It's a really exciting time for Divine Days. We have a lovely website all up and running where you can book sessions and we can all be together very, very soon. But until then, I've thought of something that we can make together and stay connected. And I've been inspired by our autumn colours. And so I've made this lovely little dish out of just simple air dry clay. Oh, it fell. So I've got a little stand for it. There. So it can have a little stand and you can pop your little bits in it. Or you could perhaps pop it up. So you could see all the lovely autumn colours. Very, very easy to make, guys. So I'm not an expert with clay. So I was a little bit apprehensive, but this one, very easy. So I bought clay. This one was £4 in the works and you get plenty. So I've used about this much for each leaf, not much at all. So you still have plenty to do other projects. So started off rolling out some clay here. Just simply rolling it out. Where's my rolling pin? Just with a normal rolling pin. And there's the clay. So it's in a pancake shape. Now, it's about, if you can see, this thickness. It's not perfect, but this thickness you need. Any thinner and it would start to break. Any thicker, it would be difficult to bend, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But for now, we need to, got a bowl of water. So just sprinkle some water on. We don't want to get it too wet. So I've just got it dabbed on my fingers and just smoothing out. So then we have our sycamore leaf. There's plenty of sycamore trees, guys. I'm going to cut the stalk off. And so this side, where we have these lovely veins, we want to pop onto our clay. Pressing down. Because what we want is the print of the leaf on our clay dish. So I'm going to just roll it out, not too hard, because we don't want to make the clay thinner, but we do want to get the print. Do it a little bit closer. So nearly stuck on. And we should have a good imprint of the leaf. Try and not to make the clay thinner. And then let's just have a little cheat peek. Yes, we've got all lovely lines in there. So now we want to just simply cut out. So I've got this little tool, but you could use a needle or, silly Christine, always protect the area you're working in and use a board. So I'm just, with this little tool, I'm not sure what it is. It's just a thing that I've had for a while. I'm just going to go around the leaf. Cutting out. Nearly done. And we can take our little bits, so I keep those. And wrap them up in cling film for another project you might want to do. So now we have a leaf, and it's all cut around the shape of the leaf. So what I did with these ones, I don't know whether you can see, with this one, is I just, with a little bit of water on my fingertip, just smoothed out the edges. Just smooth out. And then all we need to do is remove our leaf. And you should see a nice print. Oh, that's good. Fabulous. And there we have our leaf. Now, how to make it into a little dish. So, take a bowl and some toilet roll. You can use kitchen roll, but we don't have any kitchen roll. So, what we want to do is put a piece of toilet roll here with this bit hanging out, because it's going to dry in this bowl. And what we want to do is use these flaps that are hanging over to lift out the bowl. And plus we don't want it to stick. So like this, and like that. Okay, so we have our tissue in our bowl. Now that's too dry, so what I'm going to do is just sprinkle some water, not too much, but what we want to do is just wet the inside of the tissue so our leaf can just rest inside, not too much. There. So you can see the bottom bit's a little bit damp on the sides. So now we want to remove our lovely clay leaf. Like so, and simply pop it. It should just fall naturally into the bowl. My nail, like this. And so the deeper bowl you have, the deeper the dish will be, but it'll dry nicely like this. Takes about 2 or 3 days to dry. And once it's dry, you can simply lift it up with this tissue, remove the tissue from the back, and then it's ready, and it looks brilliant. Not so hard at all working with clay. And so when it's dry and it's come out of the bowl, it looks like this. Fabulous. Great for beginners like me who haven't used clay very often. And then all I did was take this, paint the whole thing with black acrylic paint, and then once it was black, like this one here, all black, I then used primary colours, and it was just green, red and yellow, cut up a dish sponge and just dabbed the sponge into the green, the yellow and the red. And it was literally just a case of, like this, all over the black, covering all of the black, smoothing it out, and there we have our lovely leaf. And to get this shiny effect, I didn't use varnish or gloss. I just covered the whole thing in PVA glue, the cheaper option. And it gave it this lovely, lovely, shiny, glossy finish. And there we have our lovely leaf dish. So have a go, and I will see you all very, very soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.